The fighting in Gaza has resulted in a humanitarian crisis that is appalling. Anyone with a heart must ache with every picture, every video, every news report you read. Far too many innocent lives have been lost or maimed forever. After the 7th of October attacks, we recognize Israel's right to self-defense because we will assert Singapore's right to self-defense if we ever face a situation like that. Unfortunately, Israel's military response has gone too far. For avoidance of ambiguity, I'm going to repeat that line. Israel's military response has gone too far. The catastrophic situation in Gaza demands an immediate humanitarian ceasefire to alleviate the unbearable suffering of the civilian victims and to enable humanitarian assistance to reach them immediately. We are also concerned that there may be a potential ground offensive into Rafah, which will only worsen the situation further. We have made our position clear, both in my conversations with Israel and all our Arab friends and partners and at the UN. We voted for the 2 UN General Assembly resolutions on the protection of civilians and upholding legal and humanitarian obligations, which called for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire. I would say that we have been able to maintain good and respectful relations with the State of Israel, but I would also say that we have good and equally respectful relations with the Palestinian Authority. And all sides know that Singapore will always speak our minds, not provocatively, but because these are dearly held principles that we uphold. Singapore continues to believe that a negotiated 2-state solution consistent with UN Security Council resolutions 242 and 338 is the only possible basis for a durable peace. Anything else will just condemn them to repeating the cycles of violence and tragedy. So we have consistently expressed our support for a 2-state solution at the UN. We have consistently opposed moves that undermine a 2-state solution in Israel and Palestine. For example, we view Israel's settlements in the West Bank as illegal under international law. And we think, in fact, proceeding with the way they have proceeded over the last couple of decades after the failure of the Oslo Accords will only make things worse and makes it much more difficult to arrive at a 2-state solution.